We now shift focus to Weston Hotel, where Kandia is on standby. That's where the relatives of those who are on board that particular plane are currently gathering, as well as the company that owns the plane has set up a command base from that particular location. Mercy, if you can hear me, what's the latest from the Weston Hotel?
Yes, Igunza, the families, colleagues, friends and relatives of the 8 passengers and 2 female pilots are currently inside one of the boardrooms here at the Weston Hotel. Family members that we tried to talk to initially, because right now they've been asked not to talk to members of the press as of yet, but the ones that we talked to, one particular family member who spoke to us about losing a brother, and I mean in terms of not knowing the whereabouts of his 38-year-old brother. They say that they were frustrated by the manner in which the search efforts were being conducted. In fact, he was telling us that they and some of the family members, because their brother and another business partner were in that particular plane from Kitale to Nairobi, and they were saying the frustration made them to actually get their own search and rescue efforts. They decided to get their own choppers and try and locate the plane by themselves. However, in Igunza, we had the CEO for FlySax, George Kivindio, has just had a press briefing a few minutes ago saying that he will give out information as soon as he speaks to the government spokesperson and as soon as they get more information from the ground. However, Igunza, the state, in terms of the information that we've been told from the CEO of FlySax, is still the same, that the choppers are still finding it hard to access the exact location. Even them as a company, they say they do not have the information of the exact location of where the plane is, Igunza. So family members are here. We've seen staff from the Kenya Red Cross here just trying to talk to the frustrated family members and just trying to hear them out, because the ones that we've talked to off camera initially in the morning when they were coming here, is that they were saying they needed some information to know at least where their family members are, Igunza. And also remember, who are the people who are inside as well are just colleagues of the FlySax crew, and also friends and family members of the 8 who are still missing, and also the FlySax, who have set base here and trying to give some information of what they have. They have also told us that later on they'll be speaking to members of the press when and if they get that information and that go ahead from the government spokesman. Igunza.
Thank you very much indeed, Mercy. Have you been able to establish whether names have been issued, Mercy? We do know that the number of those who are on board is about 10, but have we been able to get the exact names? And also in terms of handling these relatives, besides just talking to them, any other thing that's happening as far as this situation goes?
Igunza, what we can authoritatively report is information that we've been given by the CEO of FlySax. He says he can only tell us that there were 8 passengers on board and 2 female pilots, who he says that have years of experience. And we even asked him about the condition of the plane that was believed to go down. He says that the plane was in good condition. He says, we asked him about the state of the plane, that he said it was in good condition. However, we also asked him about the names of those who were on board, especially Igunza, the names of the 8 passengers, but he says at this point he cannot give us the names of the passengers. Some of the names have been making rounds on social media, Igunza. We cannot authoritatively report that. We in fact asked some of the family members the names of their loved ones. They could not divulge, considering they've been given information not to speak to members of the press. So that in particular, in terms of the names of the people who were on board, Igunza, we cannot authoritatively give out names that we have in terms of what the information that we get. But keep it Citizen TV, as well as we try and get and confirm those information. In fact, if it's 1 or 2, we'll be able to give that information. However, in terms of how the relatives, the friends and family members of the missing 8 and the missing 10 are being handled here at Hotel Weston, is that as I had mentioned, Igunza, is that volunteers and staff from the Kenya Red Cross are here setting up an information desk, trying to get information and handling them in terms of counseling them and just trying to talk to them to, you know, prepare them psychologically, mentally for whatever information that they will be given later on. Igunza.